Okay guys, before we actually start the video, I'm going to go through a little disclaimer right now. 1. This video is in no way, shape, or form a work of art. I'm using very, very low quality software and stuff. This video is being put together in Windows Movie Maker, so you can already tell we're kind of going downhill from there. So everything that looks like it could be or is probably a video edit, it's literally just an image that I put together in MS Paint, which is why you probably won't see too many of that stuff. And also, I get triggered for no reason, so I'm leaving timestamps for the questions and the answers in the comments, so you can skip by that if you're not for that. And that's all I have to say. Let's get on with the video. Hey guys, BraveBowman here. In case you didn't already know, this is what I sound like. Yup, pretty cringy. But, I mean, it's better than using text. I mean, nobody goes on YouTube to watch a video where someone's just using text to communicate. I mean, like... Okay guys, before we start the video, something has been brought to my attention yesterday, and that is that Sammy Classic Sonic Fan has an Instagram page, and he is 19 now, and he studies forensics. So, good for him. Let's have a round of applause for Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. I hope you're using bigger words now, buddy. Okay, so the first comment I'm going to touch upon, and this one I got on Discord. So David as Maestro says, "That man is Sans." Uh-oh. Now this comment was probably based on the fact that I can do this. I know, it's pretty cool. I'm like Herobrine now or something. Too spooky for me. But I can confirm that I do not have any telekinetic abilities yet. So that's out of the question. Besides, you guys already know who I am. It's me. Anyways, so the next question here is from Z-Girl Studios, and she asks, what got you into Mega Man? And that is an excellent question, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, so this is how it all happened. So I was playing some Super Smash Brothers with one of my friends, and so we were just playing around, and he was playing random characters because he's better than all of us. He'd always kick our butts on a regular basis. So he just chose Mega Man out of the blue, and I was like, oh, Mega Man, what the heck? Who the heck is Mega Man? He looks derpy, and what the heck? And then he started using moves, and, you know, I wouldn't expect him to know the names of all the moves. It's called, like, Crash Bomb, Sticky Bomb, Metal Blade, Saw Blade, Leaf Shield, which by the way is a useless move. I'm pretty sure the only reason why Leaf Shield is Mega Man's down special is because they wanted to keep the consistency of having all of Mega Man's specials as Mega Man 2 weapons. So then a little bit after that, I was like, yeah, okay, Mega Man, he exists. So then one day, like a little bit later, I like totally forgot about Mega Man at this point because, yeah. So I was on the YouTubes, and I was bored because YouTube is terrible at giving you recommended videos. So one day, I saw this one video, and it was by the amazing Game Theory, and it was Mega Man's True Villain. I was like, oh hey, I know Mega Man. My friend played him in Smash Bros. That one time. Looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna click the video. It's not exactly like I learned anything from the video, but it kinda piqued my interest in the series. And then I came back later on and was like, wait, what the heck? This theory has so many flaws. Did he even do research before coming up with it? I mean, seriously, is it really that hard to do a little bit of research before you make a... Okay, so the last question I have to answer is by a guy named Irrelevant Mage. And he says, he asks, how did you learn to make sprites? Well, this is a very complicated question. So this is probably going to be the longest part in the video, which is why I saved it for last. I just want to get something out of the way first. I don't consider myself bad, like, ooh, look at me, I can draw something in MS Paint. Oh, look at this, guys. I just drew Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, wait. But then again, I don't consider myself an amazing spriter. You know, like one who could sprite an entire game, write a soundtrack for it, write an entire meta-narrative that makes a story about how it's terrible that you should kill people and that you should make friends with everyone, and then all of a sudden the game would explode in popularity over time and it would grow a massive fan base that makes a bunch of fan art and fan games and fan stuff, and then it just spirals out of control to the point that people are being bullied because of the ways they're playing the game and the ways that they're portraying characters in the game and the way that stuff is happening in the game and everything about the game. And everybody looks back on the game and says, wow, that game looks so good at first, but I think it just got super cancerous now, and like it had so much potential, but you ruined it for everyone. Nobody loves you anymore, and you need to get a life and do something better with yourselves. But I mean, seriously, what do you think people play video games in the first place? To kill things, or I don't know, maybe role play, pretend that the person you're shooting with lemons is actually like someone you really hate or something. Ha! Take that, Mr. Science Teacher. That's what you get for banning my laptop in class. Justice has been served. So one of the reasons I wanted to be a spriter was so I could mod SSF2. And, yeah, because, you know, it was SSF2, everybody wanted to mod it. So I would always, but I never knew how. I found a video once, and then I lost it, and I found it again, which is why I started making mods for a while. But then I kind of stopped, but that's besides the point. So I couldn't find it a while, so I was like, okay, well, I have the sprite software that I downloaded because I wanted to do sprites, you know, so I could do that. So I just looked up, free sprite making thing, and so Promotion NG came up. That's the one I currently use. I do use the free version because I'm a broke dude. And I don't feel like spending my money on things I don't feel is worth it. Which is why I still have the free version of Bandicam, and why I'm trying to figure out how OBS works, or rather, how it doesn't work. So anyways, I would always like go into SSF2 and pause the game and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just trace this Mega Man. So trace this Mega Man sprite on the sprite software and replicate it as close as possible. And that's my sprite, and then I'd like change the colors to different things, and I'd like add visors or wings or whatever. So that was most of my early spriting, going into like the 16-bit stuff. But then later on I kind of realized it wasn't so much for me, so I kind of stopped doing that. And yeah, and then I got started on the 8-bits with the Rockman 7FC, that modding, because, you know, I just love modding for some reason. So I got into that and I was like, yeah, this is cool. And most of my sprites were just Mega Man edits, because, you know, that's how everyone starts. So I did that, and then I kind of started taking inspiration from other people, like, well, I can give you a huge list right here, and you can pause the video and read it. So I took a bit of inspiration from a bunch of these people, and I kind of started developing my own style of spriting. It's kind of hard for me to like give you a tutorial because I'm not very good with teaching people things. And then it kind of just went up from there, so that's sort of how I learned to sprite. So yeah, that's all the questions that I have so far. So if anyone wants to ask a question, just go ahead, shoot a comment down in pop a question down in the comments, and I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay, there's enough comments to do another Q&A video, even though this one only had 3 comments. So if we can hit another 3 comments, then I can do another video. So see you guys later. BraveBowman out.